Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking Copper from the old Mecklenburg Brewery out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We are back to do that once again. And apparently Wes, who's joined us on a few other shows, has nothing better to do than come drink a beer with us, which is cool. We appreciate that. We welcome you back. Thanks for joining us. Wes, where can people find you if they are looking for you outside of Hopped Up Beer Review?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me back. You can find me on Instagram at 1218 Brewing.
All right. If you have not checked out Wes and 1218 Brewing on Instagram, go do so. Right now, we'll pause for just 1 second. You can go do it. All right. Welcome back. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. Wes is here as well, as we mentioned. We did a beer swap with Wes, and this is one of the beers that he provided to us. We sent some beer that we can get. He sent us some that he can get. And so we asked him to join us for a couple of these reviews, and glad to have him back once again. Gentlemen, what are we drinking today?
Kappa from the old Mecklenburg Brewery.
Why do you have to say it in a
Charlotte,
with a Boston accent?
Why not?
Because it's not from Boston.
Silly question.
From Charlotte.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
North Carolina.
Copper.
I don't know, but man, there's so many people from up north that are moving down. It kind of fits now.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, it didn't spew.
Yeah.
Mine didn't spew last time. Look at that copper color.
Andy, I see you looked up what kind of glass this goes in.
I did.
Yep.
It's an Altbier, a Dusseldorf style Altbier, and it goes in a Stange. So, meaning stick, German for stick. So,
yeah, this is as close as I got.
Yeah.
Bubbles at the top a little bit.
I'm just all about promoting. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Gotta have it all, right?
Yeah.
He's merchant.
Yeah. We have some stuff for sale, as Jay is alluding to, that you can go pick up. Link is down below in the description. Yes.
And
shirts, glasses.
While we're talking about it.
Yes. 3 wrongs make a right. In this case,
Yes.
That's really great to show on an episode where there's 4 of us.
Should we do a special edition shirt for Wes?
Yeah.
4 wrongs. I don't know.
3
Cheers,
wrongs
mates.
and 1 right. Cheers, mates.
Shut up, Ben.
Cheers, mates.
So, alt beers. Have we had an alt beer on the show? I think we have, but I just can't remember which one it was. At least one. Was there any in the Brewers Advent calendar?
Yeah, I think that's where we had it. I think
Just trying to think. Golly. But we haven't done much. If we've had, it's like 1 or 2. So
Yep.
alt beer is like an amber style ale, but this is the Dusseldorf style alt beer. It is copper colored, as we see, hence the name of the beer, Copper. And the name comes from being top fermented, and which is older method for ale versus lagers, which are fermented on the bottom, but then they're lagered at cold temperatures. So it's like old. So alt means old. And so this is an older style of beer. It was the first brewer to use this name of alt beer was Schumacher in 1838 in Dusseldorf, Germany. So that's where alt beer comes from. This is 4.8%, 31 IBUs, and an SRM of 12.4. But I saw some contradicting statements. One thing said 4.9%, 29 IBUs. So the can actually says 4.9%. So I was like looked on websites and things like that. So so it has notes of graham cracker, toffee, and caramel. This is their flagship at the old Mecklenburg Brewery out of Charlotte, North Carolina. They were founded in, I think that's 2009, not 2004. They're a regional brewery. And they, interesting enough, since this being a Dusseldorf style beer, they adhere to the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German purity law. Just water, malt, hops, and yeast. They have 5 year-round, 8 seasonal or holiday beers, and they are the largest and oldest brewery in Charlotte. And they have a Munich-inspired beer garden.
Mhm.
Wow, the largest. Sorry, go ahead.
And oldest brewery in Charlotte.
With 5 year-round beers and 8 seasonals.
8 seasonal and holiday beers.
Wow.
Wesley, have you anything more to contribute about the old Mecklenburg?
So I've actually not been to OMB. They my wife and I did a brewery hop in Charlotte, and this was one of those that was on our list. And she's not into beer; she's into cider. So we had already hit several cideries. We had went to a couple breweries, and by the time we got around to OMB, we were both like just absolutely, ready to call it a day. Yeah, we are full, and so I have not been there, but I can't remember. But I want to say their beer garden is like several acres, like 3 to 5 acres, something like that, of a beer garden. They have a lot of activities. Being a German-inspired brewery, they do, as you can see, just a lot of traditional German styles. They have released now an IPA. Since we did the beer swap, I'd have probably thrown it into its unforeseen or unforeseen, FOUR, an IPA from them. But again, just good. As odd as it sounds, I can remember the first time I drank a copper, and it was about that same time that I started branching out into craft beer. So I can remember it was a steakhouse, and I walked in. I was like, "What do you have on draft?" They said this, and I was looking for, like one of those gateway craft beers, like Blue Moon or something like that. They didn't have it. They had this, and I was like, "No, I'll give it a try." And then I was, just surprised, like, "Oh wow, okay, this is different." And it tastes really good. But yeah, they do a big Oktoberfest celebration every year there at the brewery. One of these years I hope to go and check it out. But just another. I think I've said it about everything that I've sent y'all, but just a good brewery with great beer. Other than that, no, I don't have too much to say. Really,
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, Oktoberfest is my language. I mean, that's what I'm. I'm there. You get ready to go, just shoot me a message and let me know. So how far is this? How far is Charlotte from where you're located, roughly?
It's if I went to OMB, it's a little over an hour, probably. It's down kind of center city, downtown Charlotte, so it takes a little bit to get there. But much like Boone, there are, I mean, just within walking distance, you have, you've got Noda, you've got you can't throw a rock and not hit a brewery in Charlotte now. There are so flipping many breweries.
Yeah, there's
which
a
is
lot.
fantastic.
There's a lot that have migrated and opened tap rooms from like Asheville and other areas down there.
Yeah, you've got Burial in Charlotte now. You've got
Mhm.
Victory Brewing has a brewery in Charlotte now as well. Yeah, there's a ton.
And if I remember correctly from a previous episode where you joined us, you're about an hour from some of the other breweries we've talked about too. So it sounds
Yes.
like you're about an hour from about, I don't know, 200 breweries roughly.
Yeah,
Is that...
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If I go to Winston, there's a ton. If I go to Boone, Hickory, Hickory's a little closer, but yeah, then Charlotte, you know, all these places are normally within about an hour.
Yeah.
So, which if you're going to make several stops, it's worth the drive. It's worth the trip. It's a good time.
Sounds
That's
like a
awesome.
good spot to be in.
Yeah.
So good deal.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you've had this one because you mentioned that. I don't think any of the rest of us have had this one yet. So we'll go first again on these. I'll jump in and go first. I think this is a really, really good beer. I really, really like this one. It just, everything blends real well. I have a hard time pulling out the individual pieces of it. I think it just all blends together into a beer that just tastes fantastic. I love it. I would love to have a whole bunch of these in my fridge, for almost that filler beer, kind of roll at 4.9%. It's great. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think it's really, really good. That's my score. What do you think, Andy? What do you think, Jay?
Getting that 8.5. It's good. I really like it, and it tastes like a German style beer. Get a little bit of the malt. I can kind of get that kind of bready graham cracker taste that it had. So that caramel and bread sits well with me. I would definitely drink this a lot, and it actually tastes heavier than a 4.8%. So it makes me think, oh yeah, I'm getting a heavy one tonight, but I definitely wouldn't label it as crushable, because so it would not be a keg beer for me, as you would have been. So oh, this is a rough one. This is good. I'm going to give it an 8.0. I really like it. I like those German flavored beers, and this one's fun. Thanks, Wes.
All right, Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. At first, when you read off the description of it, I was like, yeah, I don't know that I can taste toffee or, but I do get some biscuity flavor on it. The more I drink it, to me, I don't know, it kind of leaves a coating in my mouth after I drink it. Maybe not for you guys, but it's. I like the simplicity of it. Like you said, they follow the German purity laws. So it's essentially the water, the yeast, the malts, hops. To me, it's good. I agree, Andy. You kind of hit some of the points I was going to say. It's not crushable. It feels heavier than a 5 or 4.9, whatever we finally determined it was. So I'm struggling a little bit with it, but I think I'll go with an 8.0 on it. It's a good beer. I appreciate it, and can art helps bump some of that up. I don't know, but thanks for sharing it there, Wesley.
Influenced by the marketing.
A bit of a bitter, mild bitter taste at 31 IBUs. So it's not like no bitter. I get just a mild bitter at the back end, so it's nice.
Yeah.
All right, Wes, what do you think?
Yeah. So I'm with you guys. It's not. It does drink a lot heavier than, to me it does. Kind of like y'all were saying, heavier than the sub 5%. So it's not like I'm gonna, kick back and think, hey, I can, go through a whole 4-pack of these in one night. But to me, this is. I relate beer to more to the social aspect. So to me, I would describe this as a campfire beer. This is a beer where we're hanging out, we're laughing, we're swapping stories, chilling around a campfire. This is one of those beers that I want. This is one that's, you could drink them all night long and not just get completely trashed. It's just a good sipping a beer to have. I enjoy them, drink them when I see them, especially if they're on draft. It's really good. So yeah, I'm probably going to go an 8 on this one as well. It's just a solid beer, good for sipping, good for just hanging out and enjoying a beer. Yeah.
Campfire session. I think that's
I mean, the only thing we're missing here is the campfire, right? So,
right. Exactly.
And I'm sure Ben can create one. He can make one. He can make one show up, but it could be flaming. Wow.
Y'all don't see it.
Nothing in here.
Yeah.
Nope.
So.
I got a heater over here, like a little space heater. That's about as close as I can get.
All right, that is going to give us an 8.1 for the Copper Altbier from Old Mecklenburg Brewery, Charlotte, North Carolina. Definitely, if you see this one out there in the wild, you need to check it out. Give it a shot. I think it's, as you can see from our review here, it's a beer that we've all enjoyed, and one that we think you might enjoy as well. With that, again, we definitely, Wesley, appreciate you hopping on with us tonight and joining us on the show again and supplying the beer for the show tonight. Again, just one more time, let people know how they can find you if they are looking for you outside of the show.
Yep. You can find me on Instagram at 1218 Brewing.
All right, everybody, definitely go check that out. Check out Wes there on Instagram. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell if you've made it this far. We would definitely appreciate you doing that. Check us out on all the social medias. Links are all below in the description. If you're looking for any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, Jay is going to supply that for you, as you can see there. He's showing it all off. So check that out on the link below as well. And lastly, Comes to Hand Discord. Wes came and joined us on our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. He is there along with the three of us and some other people. And basically that's how he ended up on this show. So if that tickles your fancies your tickle. I don't know. A good
Fancies your tickle?
Yeah.
What's that?
If you have any interest in that at all, join our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, and you too could be reviewing beer with the likes of us three, and maybe even Wes would join then too. I'm getting the "Hey, finish this up" signal from some people on this show.
Rambler.
Just make note that none of these other guys have ever sat in this seat before and had to do this. So
it's that new keg beer.
With that, Wes, appreciate you joining us. For Andy in the Attic, Jay, Wes, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Thanks, Wes.